You know, as a 71-year-old citizen of this country, one who's been in business, been fortunate to be married 49 years to a wonderful woman, raised a family, one who's been involved in public life for 40 years, you learn that there are three kinds of people in the world. Those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who wonder what the hell is happening. We have a chairman of the Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee in Lamar Alexander, who's one of those people that makes things happen. And what we're going to do on the Cures bill in this body in the next week is nothing short of remarkable, but it's an example of what somebody who cares, is willing to do the hard work of legislating can bring about. It's a bill which incorporates many of the provisions of this administration, members of this Senate, things that have been worked on for years in the United States Senate, and things that will save lives and improve lives in America. And for me, it's personal. It's personal for two or three reasons. One is the pediatric review provision. You know, in 2005, I met a young lady named Alexa Rohrbach. Alexa was 5 years old when I met her. She came to lobby me about finding cures for incurable diseases and incurable cancers. She had one, neuroblastoma. She won my heart over. I've got her picture still in my office to this day. And I had dinner with her parents 2 weeks ago in Atlanta at the Rally Foundation annual dinner. Alexa got her angel wings a few years ago and is in heaven looking down today. But I'm testifying on Alexa's behalf that the more we can do to accelerate research and development for cures of rare diseases, the more we're going to make the lives of people happy and long rather than short and sad. Alexa Rohrbacher was an inspiration to me, and I speak today for the 21st Century Cures bill in part because of Alexa Rohrbacher, because if this bill had been in place before when I met her first, she would have been saved from the rare disease she had. We would not have to talk about her in the past tense, but only in the present tense. Second reason is some things I've worked on for a long time are finally coming to full fruition in this legislation. One of them is home infusion. You know, I have a wonderful son named Kevin who was almost killed in an automobile accident when he was 18 years old in 1989. Kevin got a bad leg infection. He had the bottom part of his leg blown off, and he lost a lot of the bone. They had to put a lot of replacements in, a lot of metal rods in. He had to lay in a hospital running antibiotics through his system to keep his bone marrow from getting infected. When he came home, he had to come home for 6 months with antibiotics being administered daily. My wife and I administered those through home infusion. He got to recover from his disease at home in his own bed with his own parents tending to him. Under the law today, for home infusion to be reimbursable, it only is reimbursable if you're in the doctor's office or if you're in the hospital. If you're doing it at home with visiting nurses or any other way, you can't do it. What costs more, a hospital or a home visit? Obviously a hospital. This bill provides the way for us to find a way forward to reimburse for home infusion at home, so the safest, best, and most efficient and least expensive way to deliver home infusion is incentivized by the 21st Century Cures bill. We also know that neurological disease, Parkinson's, MS, Alzheimer's, all those diseases are more prevalent than ever before. They're the #1 threatening diseases to people of my age and generations to follow. This bill provides the neurological registry provisions to bring in registry of all those diseases, all of which have common characteristics to help in more early diagnosis and more early treatment and more early cure. I, as one who suffers from one of those diseases, can tell you the more you learn from one, you can help in another. So I want to commend Senator Alexander on his effort to bring that forward. So we have a neurological disease registry that works. So we have an expedited review process for drugs for rare cancers for children. And so we do the things we need to do to cure the bad diseases of the 20th century so the lives of people in the 21st century are better and better and better. Chairman Alexander is a unique individual, a former college president, a United States senator, candidate for president of the university, but a great leader in health and education and labor and pensions in this Senate. And we pass this bill as a trademark to him next week. It'll be in large measure because of his belief that if you give everybody a chance to be a part on the same team, whether they're Republican or Democrat, rich or poor, Northerner or Southerner, they'll work together to do the right thing for the American people. Senator Lamar Alexander deserves our credit. He deserves our appreciation, and I thank him for allowing me as a member of the committee to have the chance to work on the 21st Century Cures.